Hi, good morning. Just to do a quick introduction of myself, because this is the first time that I'm joining this session. So, my name is Obehi Ekponbor. I am a Power Platform developer with over 7 years of experience, and I will be your tutor for today. So, it's really great meeting you guys. Sunday Abimbola, thank you for joining this session. It's a pleasure to meet you guys today. Okay. So, first of all, I just want to, take a moment to congratulate you guys for making it this far. 4 weeks is not a small thing. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. Okay, so I was just saying that, trying to congratulate you guys for joining the session for the past 4 weeks.
Yes,
You know,
we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, great, great, great. So, my fellow mentors have, walked you guys through some seriously impressive ground. You have gone from understanding what Dataverse even is to building your own modern driven app with Copilot, adding the necessary forms, build business process flows, as well as, you know, dashboard. You've gone that far, and you have even started thinking about security, about who should see what and why. Okay, so that is not a beginner stuff at all. That is the kind of work that we do on a day-to-day basis. So today is going to be a little different, okay, because we are almost coming to the end of this program. So today is going to be a little different. So what I'm going to do today is to, you know, um, do a quick check-in, because last week my fellow mentors gave you guys some assignments around power automate and security. Okay, so for the first 15 minutes I'm going to look at what you guys have done. Nothing too serious. You just tell me what is working and what is not, what you've done so far. You understand? To just share your screen, or if you want to speak about it. Okay, and then the remaining 45 minutes, I'm going to allow you guys to work on what had been taught from week 1 to week 4, to make sure that everything is working as it should. So in case you are having any issues or any blockers, you can just raise this on the call so that we can, fix it together. So that would be the major purpose of this session today. And lastly, I'm also going to be introducing you guys your capstone projects that you are going to work on and present to the general team. Okay. So now let's just get started. So is there anything that you want to show me in terms of your Power Automate flows and security? Any question that you may have, please, I'm ready to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Thank you so much. I ran into a bit of a hiccup.
Okay.
I stopped Shadrach for most of the week, so I was able to get set up the Power Automate flow, and and then when I saved it and ran the process, I didn't get the email notification, but I got a notification um, that the flow was successful, right? Or I've tried to look at everything to see why I wasn't receiving the notification in my email, because I changed the email. I put my personal email. I did everything, but I still will not get the email. But the flow would run as it should when I did a new registration. Um, it would tell me it was successful, but then
Okay.
I don't get the email.
Okay. Would you mind sharing your screen so that we can look at it together?
Okay,
Yeah.
just one moment.
Okay.
Because it's
Okay.
a little musky because I just woke up. It's 8 a.m. here, so and I joined the 3 a.m. session, so I'm still sleepy and
No problem. Sorry about
um
that. Okay. So, can you open the first trigger, the first one, when a role is added, modified, or deleted?
it-
Can you open that? Yeah. Okay. It said when it's added,
yeah.
event registration. Okay. Organization. Perfect. All right. And then can you open your send an email? Okay. Okay. So can you go back? Let me see your flow history. If you can click back. Yeah. Okay. One day ago. Okay. Can you click on the
All
first
round.
one?
The
No,
first
just
one.
click open the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Open it. All right. So can you open the when a role is added, modified, or deleted? Go down. Okay. Can you open the body? Can you scroll up?
This
Open. Click on show raw output.
show run output
Yeah.
here.
If you scroll, yeah, yeah. I want to see the content in it. Okay.
Is it big enough?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
see?
It's clear enough. It's clear enough.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you do one thing for me. Can you edit the flow and add my email address?
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll try again. So you edit. Um, Send an email. So type Obehi. I will drop it for you on the chat so that you can just copy and paste.
Okay.
Okay, you can add that. I just dropped it for you. So you just copy and paste the email address. All right. So save. So can you create a new registration for that particular entity and then let's see. Okay. Have you added the new? Okay.
Yes.
Let me check my email.
They run.
Okay. Mhm.
Did you get the email?
No, I'm trying to open my email.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't get that email notification. So I think that may be. Is it a new tenant?
Yes.
Okay. So I think probably there may be an issue with the tenant. Maybe it has to do with some kind of permission that have not been granted. Okay. I think because it usually happens sometimes, especially for new tenants that have some kind of restriction or some license issues. Okay, where you don't get that notification. But I think it's something that we can look after, maybe offline.
Okay.
So yes, because right now you don't have any issue triggering the flow, but you're not getting the notification in the email. So it's hard. It may likely have to do with the license, a license issue. Okay, but it's something that we can check offline. So apart from this, is there any blocker that you face?
No, I didn't face any. I didn't face any blocker. Initially, I had issues with I figured out it was the environment. So for some days, I couldn't find my items in the database, and I was wondering what was happening. So I realized that there was a different environment. There was like a group D environment, and that was where I was. So when I switched the environment, I could search for my fields in database. So that was the only issue I had. And when I completed the process, I ran the flow, and it kept. I couldn't get the. I couldn't get the notification, and I was just wondering. And I knew that if there was an error, at least the flow would have shown me that there was a problem with my flow. It wasn't a
Yeah,
problem with the flow. When
yeah,
I did the registration, I was getting the flow was running successfully, but it just wasn't giving me the notification, and that's the only problem I faced with that. So I couldn't move forward. He just said I should hold on, that we're going to take a look at it in class. So that's where I got to.
yeah, no problem. Don't worry, we'll look at this offline. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So how about the security? Were you able to do your security assignments? Were you able to add the necessary role and tests?
Security assignment. Sorry, I did go past that. I didn't even check the rest of the assignment. Was that supposed to be a security assignment in it? Let me.
Okay.
I didn't do that one.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
oh,
fine.
I didn't do that one.
No problem. That's fine. I can give a brief explanation of what security role means, and I can also walk you through some things after, like once I go through everyone. Okay. So anyone else? Did anyone did any assignment on the security or have any other blockers on the power automation flow? Anyone else? Adiolu, Dr. Sunday. I know Abimbola has shown hers. Because the main reason for this session is to make sure that everything is working end to end, because that is what you'll be applying on your capstone project. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So for
Okay.
me, yeah, so I've not had the chance to look at the assignments. So, but I'll do that this week.
Okay. Okay. Well, it may not necessarily be this week. You can do it today on the call. Okay. We can do it today on the call because the remaining minute that we have for today is to for you guys to go through your application that you have built from week 1 to 4. Okay. So from the form, the views, anything that is breaking or anything that you have not completed yet. So you can do that right here on the call. And then at the process of you doing it, if you have any issues or there's something you don't understand, you can raise it up for me to answer and I can always assist you on the call. Okay. So yes, I think that is the main purpose of this. Okay. So are you guys on your laptop right now? So it's something that you can do on the call right now. Or is there anything you want me to explain? Do you have any question before you start making some kind of modification? What question do you have?
As for me, it's not even long I was given the lab environment access. Just not long. So most of the assignment I've not done, but I'm trying to open the app. I'm trying to open so that I can see if I can access it. I've not been able to access it since I'm just given not long.
Okay, okay. Not a problem. Adelu, Adiolu, I haven't heard your voice on the call.
No, I just spoken.
Oh,
So I was
really?
not.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So, but from what you just said, that we should um do it online here on the call. So I'm just looking out feasible is going to be because so I'm using so what I actually do is to use the video to update my 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 application. So and I think so I'm still, yeah, so I'm still on the last video. So but not completed the last video. So that's where I am currently. So I don't know if be able to do that on the call. So I'm just looking at the timing and everything. But it's something I know that since I was on the call the last for the last class, then I'll be able to do it on my own, even the assignment too. So it's just the time.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. No problem. So, from what you have you been able to create the form, the view? What is left? What is remaining that you
So
have not completed?
I've been able
Okay.
to create form, the business rules. The so I'm on. Okay, I think where am I now is I think I'm on the creating business processes. Yeah, so that's where I
Oh,
am now currently. So I know we've done dashboard views. I know views come. So to create views is not something like that. So so I think if on that processes, then from there I know it's going to be dashboard and other dashboard and okay, the charts. Yeah. Then before
okay.
the power automates.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. So no problem. So you can start with the business process flow, since that is what you are currently on right now before you move to the dashboard. So if it's something that you can work on the call right now, you can start with that, okay? Before you say you want to extend. So the main purpose is that you guys will need to complete all you've done. That is from the creation of the form to the views, the business flows, right? And then the Power Automate flow to automate some notifications. And then after that, you create your security role. Okay, so if you can do that, I think we have a lot of time right now. So even if you are not able to complete all of them on the call, right? You can just start with where you currently are, and then while you are working on that, if you have any issues or any question, you can just raise it, and I will come in. Okay, so thank you for saying that. Okay, then yeah, Abimbola, you mentioned that you've completed a lot of things. It's just your power automate that you're not getting the notification. And then the one that is left is your security role. So I believe that you can start with that, okay, before we start talking about extending or
Mhm.
customizing or adding any, because there are a lot of things you actually need to do today, but you can start with that. So if you have any blocker or there's something
Yeah.
you are not understanding or you need assistance, if you need me to show you, that is no problem. I can just explain some things to you. Okay.
Okay, so can I continue with the rest of the task? I was just looking at the assignment now, and there's a stretch task. I think I just blanked out after I did the flow and I didn't get. I just said, you know what, I'm going to pack this till Saturday. So I just noticed now that there's a there's a stretch task to create another flow. So should I still do that before I now
Yeah,
look into?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
please, yes.
okay.
Yes,
All
please.
right,
You can
I'll
start
just
with that.
continue from where I stopped then. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll surely
All right.
let you know if I run into any trouble.
No problem. I'm here. I'm here. So I'll just leave you guys for the next 30 minutes. I'll be on the call, but I'm here. So for the next 30 minutes, just concentrate on your work. And then if you have any questions, just unmute your mic and let me know.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Just checking in. Hope you are progressing. There any issues or we are good?
So far, so good. Um, I'm still trying to get my flow going. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. I'm looking for something. I've not found it.
What is that? What are you looking for?
Looking for my event name table.
Oh, you're looking for your entity name on the flow.
Hmm.
You can share your screen if you are having issues trying to locate it. Okay. So where are you finding issues?
So it's saying to the this part on the title. It says to put I think there should be a dynamic content here,
Yeah.
and it should be the event name. So when I searched for event name, it's only giving me event. Maybe I'm like, did I
Are you
create event
pointing
name?
to the right table? Are you pointing
Yeah,
to the right table? Can you open the first
this one.
entity? Yeah. Okay, event. Can you go to your solution so that I can see your table names to be sure? So your solution. Okay. So your objects, you can click on object. Open your table. Yeah. Okay. So which one are you trying to get here? Which of the table are you trying to retrieve the data from? Event
Mm,
registration. Is this the one
I
that you are
believe
trying to
so.
get?
I think so. I'm not sure now. I'm confused.
Okay, you don't need to
Okay.
be confused. You can open it and see the record inside to be sure that it has the data that you are trying to get record from.
I need the events. Okay, so it's just events. It's I need the event name. These are
Okay, so
the so it's titled event then. Maybe
but if you notice, I think this is one of the common issues that people have. So if you notice, the name of your table is event registration.
Sure. Okay.
not event. Okay, so that is why
Mm.
you're unable to see the name, because you are pointing to a different table entirely. So can you click on edit your flow?
So this has to be
um
event registration
exactly, it has to point to the actual table name.
table. Okay.
Yeah, you can, no, just clear that. Yeah, can you scroll down? You can search for event or something, but you scroll down to be more so that we can see. No, don't be too fast. It's E. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's the event registration exactly. So you can select scope. Can you cancel that as for cancel it? Yes, select the drop down and then organization. Yeah. Okay, so now you should be
Let me
able
go
to
back.
see the name that you're trying to get.
Okay.
Okay, you're trying to get the event. No, 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 no. You're trying to get the event name, right? So
Oh
there's something else.
yes.
Yeah, there's something else. So your event, it is a lookup table.
Yes.
Okay, so since it's a lookup table, usually Power Automate usually return the unique identifier, right? It does not come with the name. So what you are going to do so that you can actually display the name of that event instead of the generic unique, that is the globally unique identifier, right? So you are
Mm.
going to add an extra step. So below that your when a row is added or modified, you add a
Yeah.
new action. Yeah. Add a new action. Yeah. Okay. Search for row. Get a row. Yeah. Get a row by ID.
Okay.
Okay. So get
This
a
one.
row. So yeah, click on that first option. Yes. Okay. So now you are going to select the table name, which is event. So I believe the event is the one that contains the name of that event, right? That you are looking
Yeah.
up on the event registration. So now you
Yeah.
point to event, search for event, or you can scroll down to event table. Okay, scroll down. Yeah, that one. Okay.
Oh.
So now on your row ID, you're going to pass the ID coming from your trigger. So you can click on the dynamic content, then you pass the value, which is the event value. So that contains the unique
This one.
identifier. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Now on the start and wait approval, you can now pass any value that you are trying to get from the event, which right now you need the event name, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you just go to your start and wait for an approval, then you pass the name. You can
This
put
is
I mean, on the title, you want to pass the name, right?
so. Pass which name now?
The name, the invest name. So you can type the name,
The name of the event or just
the name of the
sorry.
event. So can you go back to your solution so that I can see where the name is
Oh,
actually being stored, right? Can you click on event? Can you open that event? Can you click
this
on the
one.
column?
The
Yes.
column.
Yes, can you edit? I want to see which related table that you are linking with.
Okay. Should I go back now and
No, no, click on event. Yeah. Click on that command bar, that three
this one?
dots. Yes. Edit. Okay. Oh, you are looking up to community event. That is the name of your lookup. That is the related table that contains all lists of events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you go to community event so that I can see the one that holds the name of the event? Okay, so this contains the event name. Oh, perfect. All right. So go to your edit your flow. Go back to edit your flow. Okay. So you are going to that get role by ID. You are going to point to event. What was the name again?
Community event.
Yeah,
Community event.
community event. Yeah. So you point to community event. So it is the thing. No,
Okay.
yep, yep. Table
This
name.
is confusing. This is confusing. Oh my god.
Community event. Yes.
Okay.
Now on the start and
What
wait.
would
No,
so
no.
what
You
would
can
be
leave
the
that.
row ID? Still going to be the
Yeah.
same thing. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
So on the title where you actually need the name, you cannot pass the dynamic content.
Community event.
Look at it. You can see the get a role by ID. You
Mm-hmm.
can see the different fields and what you need right now is the event name, right?
Event name. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So anytime that you are trying to figure out why is it not showing me
Wow.
the name, so you just
Mm,
try to go to your solution and confirm the table name. It's very important. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you can continue and then let me know again if you have any blocker. Alright. You can stop sharing your screen and continue from there. Okay. Thank you. All right. Anyone else? Adiolu, Sunday. Oh, I can see two more people have joined the call. Adeyinka and James. I don't know. Are you guys following? Okay. So are you progressing with the current project? Do you have any issues or you are in line? You can unmute your mic. Feel free to unmute your mic. Just it's an interactive section. So we just want to make sure that everything is completed, okay? Because you are going to be applying this knowledge on your capstone project. So the main purpose of why I'm here today is to just guide you, ensure that you complete all the necessary tasks and all. Okay, so feel free to unmute your mic. Okay, I can see your message. No problem, no problem. No problem. So if you don't have any issue, that is great, right? So what you're going to do now is based on what you have, if you have completed everything that has been taught from week 1 to 4, okay, if you have completed everything, so what you are going to do is you are going to update your app. Just go through your app, run your app like you are a new user. Okay, run your app like a new user. Go through it, check if there's anything that you need to refine. So from the form, your tabs, the tab names, maybe you can change it to something that aligns with what the app is talking about or what that particular form is talking about so that it should be good for user experience, okay? And at the moment, I believe that you guys have, for the views, you have active and inactive views. So you can add an additional view that shows, for example, for the venues booking. So you can add an additional view that shows the confirmed booking. Okay. So if you have completed the other one, you can just refine those things, like from the views to changing the naming conventions on your forms and your tabs. Okay. So that is basically what we are doing today. So if you don't have any issue, you can just extend your app. Malara, yeah, please. Thank you for joining the call. I can see your hand is up. You can go ahead,
Hi.
please.
Hi. Well
Hi.
done. Yeah, I just wanted to check. Are you sharing your screen or not?
No, but not right now. Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problems. Well done.
Welcome. Okay. So we have like about 10 minutes left. Um. So I just want to take this moment to give a brief overview of the capstone project, just so you are prepared ahead of time and you know the requirements that is expected of you to complete. Okay, so while I know that some of you have not completed all your tasks, you still have enough time to do that. You can always do that during the week, and then when we meet on next week, we can continue from there. Yeah, Abimbola, please go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't want to take you back when you've gone too far. So before
No
you
problem.
continue, I just have a quick question. I'm trying to interpret the number 4 item on that question. It says after the approval results, add a condition on the outcome field. If approved, send confirmation email.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Okay.
Added
Do you want to share
condition.
your screen? Yeah, yeah. You can. You can. No problem. You can share your screen.
Sorry, I'm
So the
scattering the
condition is for
class.
you to be able to check if the user has approved. So there are different actions on Power to me that you can use to do that. Okay. So you can share your screen. So you have added the condition. So
Mm-hmm.
can you no, just click on your condition. Yeah, click on your condition. No, click on the condition. Okay, good. So now this is where you are going to add the value of what you want to compare. All right. So right now you are trying to check if the user has approved. And for you to do that, you need to pick the field from the start and wait for an approval outcome. Right. So if you click on choose the value, yeah, you click on the dynamic content, you see outcome. So outcome holds the actual results of if it's
Oh,
approved or reject. So you click on that,
okay.
okay? Then equal to approve. So you type approve because you want to know if the outcome is approved, okay? No,
Okay.
you have to use the
Okay.
actual letter. So it's capitalized, the A is capitalized, and the rest in small letters. Yeah. So you put approve if it's equal to approve. No, no D, approve. So if you check your start and wait for an approval, can you open that action? You will see that the option there is approve or reject. The approval
Oh,
type. Yes, so
okay.
that
Okay.
holds, so you are saying approve or reject, so that holds the outcome. And then that first will respond, meaning that if you have more than one approval, what that means is that if any of them approve, it will go to the next action. It won't wait for the other person to respond. So that is what that first to respond is. There are different options there. If you click on the drop down, you will see that there is first to respond, they wait for all responses. So if you have more than one approval, you want for all of them to approve before you go ahead to send the notification. So that
Mm-hmm.
action will wait until those two people have approved. You understand now? So that first option that you should be for first to respond, meaning anybody, if you go to the next action now, good. So if you go to the true, can you open the true? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So you are going to add a new action. So the next action, the item line said you should send a notification, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Send
so
an email.
yeah, okay, send an email. Yeah, so you can add that.
Okay. 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 I was just confused as to that step.
No problem. That's a problem. But is it clear now?
Yes. Thank you. I'll just stop sharing now.
Okay, okay. Adiolu, Sunday, James, how is it going? Is everything going fine? Are you progressing?
Yes, well, trying our best.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, I know you are trying your best. But what have you done so far? Like, I mean, have you done anything? What did you add? What did you? I would like to hear what you've done so far.
Yeah, so for me, James, um, I'm just trying to, follow up with all the instructions and guides. Also positioning to understand how this installation, how the automation is going to work out. I'm more of positioning myself to listen and probably go through the previous slides or presentation and brace up to put in practice what I've learned. I've not actually started practicalizing, right? Maybe from the last class, we are meant to have automation and customization today. So that's that's um, that's for me. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So, say you've not started any particularization, so you've not done anything on your end, like creating a form of views. Have
No,
you created any form of? Oh, okay, okay,
no.
okay. But you don't have any issue. Do you think you have any issue doing any of that?
I feel I may have issue because um, it takes consistent practice to go away from issues, right? But if I do, obviously, you and the other guy that held out last time, I forgot his name. Is it Zacchaeus? Like. So I'll always get back to you guys. Yeah.
All right, not a problem. Okay, cool, cool. All right. So let me just quickly share my screen. So while you guys are trying to complete your teaching projects, we are also planning on come to a conclusion on the kind of project that you guys are going to work on and the expectations and the requirements that you need to complete. So just to give you a brief overview, you understand, because you are going to apply all the knowledge that you have been taught from week 1 to 4. So that is why today I wanted to, I did not do any lecture. I just want you to make sure that you complete everything, particularities and any errors that you have, and let me know. Okay, so why there may not be enough time for us to go through everything right now. So I just want to give a brief description, and then outside of the class, you can always reach out during the week if you have any issues or if you need more clarification. Okay, and then we'll help you from there. All right, so let me just quickly share my screen so that I can give you a brief overview of what is expected on the project. So, okay. So just let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, cool, cool. All right. So basically, um, you are going to be creating an internship application management system that will simplify approvals, placements, and feedback collection using Power Automate, data VAT, and modern-driven app. You're also going to use AI as well to be able to assist you in creating decentralized solution. All right. And the expectation is that at the end of this project, students will be able to apply for internship positions, career service staff being able to review and approve applications, track placement, and then employers and supervisor being able to submit evaluations of these applications. All right. And for you to achieve this, it's very important that you create the necessary models. So there are different entities that you are going to be creating. Okay. You are going to create a student entity that will represent where students are going to be enrolled, the information of all the students that are enrolled in an internship program. All right, and it's going to contain this necessary information, this column that you can see, and you must ensure that they have the same data type. Okay, and also making it either required or optional. So this is for the students. So you're also going to be creating an employer entity that is going to contain all of these columns as well. So you are going to ensure that you select all the necessary data type, as well as making the options either required or not. All right. You're also going to be creating an academic supervisor entity, as well as internship position that will represent like an internship opportunity as an employer. All right. And then you're also going to create an entity for application. So there are different entities you are going to create, and there are about like 7 of them. All right. And so the app structure, once you are done creating all the data models of the necessary entities and relationships, you are going to create a model driven app that has this sitemap. So it's going to be grouped into like going to have 3 different sitemap groups. So the first one will be for tracking internships. So in that internship group, you are going to add a view for internship positions, applications, and placements. And then the second group will contain information about the students, the employer, the academic supervisor, just basically their information, like their name and so on. So you are going to add the necessary views and forms. And then the other one you are going to add is the reviews. So this particular group is going to contain evaluations and dashboard. Okay. So now for the form requirements, each of the tables, they must have a main form with organized tabs and sections. All right. And we are also going to be creating a quick create forms where people can just quickly create an item. Probably in that quick create form, you may have basic details. All right. So you are going to have that for each of the form, each of the tables. All right. So for the view requirement, you are going to create that is for each of the tables. You are going to have active and inactive. All right. So for the students, you are going to create a view for all active students, students that do not have placements. And then for the employer, you are going to create active partners, new partners that were just onboarded. You are also going to create a view for employers by filtering employers by industry, so that it will be easy for people to be able to say, oh, who are the active employer? They can just click on the um, particular view and be able to have like a purview of all those records. Okay, so you're also going to do the same thing for other of the tables that you can see here. So this document, I'm going to share it with you guys in this group, and I'll also be sharing it on the WhatsApp group that we all have, so that you can go through it. And then if you have any questions, you can always ask in the group or in the next session that we are going to have next week. Okay. And then you're also going to be creating the business rules for hiding some certain field. The logic are there as well. That is for displaying some certain field based on the status. So we have some of the business rules there. And then for the business process flow, so you're going to create a business process flow so that you can have a view of each of the stages from when an application is submitted to when it's under review to when a decision is made and a placement is created. So you are going to create the necessary business process flow for that. Okay. And then you're also going to be creating the security rules, because ideally, since this is a big application, not everybody will have the same access. So you are going to create the different role for people that need to have a super admin role, or supervisor and student. So you are going to give the necessary privileges. For instance, for the admin, they can have full access for all across all the entities. However, for the academic supervisor, there are some that they just need to read. They won't have the access to edit or create a record, as you can see here. Okay, so you do the same thing for the students as well, and so on. All right. Then you're also going to be creating a Power Automate flow that will send an automated notification based on a particular trigger. So here we've also added the necessary trigger that needs to be performed for the action to take place. So you are going to build at least two. Okay, there are different options here. Different. You may not necessarily create all of them. You can pick two out of them. Okay, but it must be at least two. All right. Then after, you are going to create the dashboard. All right, a dashboard that we have an overview of the internship for analysis sake, where people are able to see, oh, these are the total number of people that applied. These are the ones that are approved. These were the ones that were rejected. So based on the categories that we have here, so you are going to create a dashboard based on this. And then, just like you were taught in week 1, so you don't necessarily need to start from scratch. You can use Copilot, just as we were taught in week 1, to use Copilot to generate the initial tables for you. And then from there, you can refine, remove, and so on and so forth. So you make sure that you use Copilot for this, so that it will make it easier for you to complete. Okay. And then the last thing you do is exporting of the solution. I know we've not covered things around migration, that is deployment, right? We've not covered that yet. So when we come to class next week, I'm going to explain how you can and show you how you can deploy your application to a different environment. Okay, I also explain the different things so that you can also apply it in this project, because it's also one of the expectations, a required expectations actually. Okay, and at the end of the whole implementation, you are expected to populate sample data. Okay, so that you'll be able to use that for your presentation. Be able to walk through the app, open the necessary form, be able to talk about what, like the functionality of what each of them is supposed to do. Walk through the whole flow from the form to the view to Power Automate, being able to speak and describe how Copilot was of help. All right, so that is the presentation requirement. So you have to show the app, walk to the sitemap, structure, open a student record, walk through the application to placement. That is the business process flow end to end. Show a business rule firing, show the security rule and briefly explain who can see what, right? All right, so there are different grading criteria that we are going to score you, based on the different areas that I showed you earlier, from the data model to the form and view to the business logic. So there is a percentage attached to each of them. All right, that will be used to grade you and for your certifications. So it's very important that you take this seriously. So we just wanted to give you like, a brief overview so that you know what is expected. You don't necessarily need to start now. Just first of all, make sure that everything, based on the current project that you have right now, make sure that everything is working as it should so that it will be easy for you to complete this capstone project. All right. So I think that is the end. So based on this, do you have any question that you may want to ask? Maybe something that you don't understand based on what I've explained.
Looks like a lot, but it's surmountable.
Yeah, a lot. It's a lot, quite a lot. But it's very helpful. If you are able to complete it, you feel accomplished. So
Just give me my PL whatever after this.
definitely I will. So do you have any question? Or so far you understand what the expectations of you guys?
Yeah, I think since the video will be made available, because I'm still trying to fill in the parameters, just like it is a little confusing. So I'll watch how it's been done, how you helped one of our sister here to do it. Then I'll follow suit. Yeah,
All
for
right.
the Power Automate the parameters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't
Okay.
know if this video will be made available today on online. Yes, so that we can see
Yeah, it
go
will be made
over it
available.
again. And
Yeah, it
I
will be
think
made
the
available.
answers are on
Yeah.
this video. Okay, thank
Oh,
you. All right.
okay. Okay. All right. No problem. The video will be made available to everyone. It will be made available to everyone. So based on the Capstone project, is there any other comments or you're good? You can always when we meet next week or in the group chat, you can always drop one or two if you need further clarification. All right, so I think I'll stop sharing my screen now. So yeah, so I think that will be all for today. So next week. So next week, like I explained, the expectation for next week is that um you guys must have completed your teaching project. So when you come into the session next week, I'm expecting to see what you have done so far. And I'm also expecting to hear any questions or any issues that you must have. You may likely come across maybe when you are implementing it. You understand? So the expectation is for you to have completed the teaching project by next week. And then because next week is highly that the topic that I'm going to take you guys through next week is highly dependent on the completion of week 1 and 4. Okay, you won't be able to progress if that is not completed. So make sure that you will have completed all your forms, your views, your flow, you've tested end to end. That testing is very important. Test and confirm that everything is working end to end. So once that is done, I'm going to show you guys how to, export your solutions to a different environment. To especially in a production environment, you want to be able to for end users to use it without having to have access to your developer environment, right? So I'm going to show you how you can export it, how you can the difference between exporting as a managed or unmanaged solution. So I'm going to be taking you guys through that next week. Okay. So that would be all. All right. Yeah. I'm going to share. I'm going to drop the Word document here. Let me drop that now.
I thought you said you were going to share it on the WhatsApp group as well.
Yeah. I will do that as well. Yeah.
Quick question. You were going to check some security features for me as regards why I wasn't getting the email notifications for my flow.
Yes, you can look at that. I just send me a message on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
Then
Okay.
I will fix a time so that both of us can look at it together.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So yeah, okay. I'm not able to send an attachment from here, so I will just send it in the WhatsApp group, the project group. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining the call. See you next week, same time. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.